a mini erase board. What is happening, everybody? Good morning or good afternoon. Today's video is about. Oh, that's good. That's cool. What's good, everybody? So today's video, like I said, is about why do Americans fail at sports betting. Now, obviously, I'm no guru at sports betting, but for me, being a sports fan for 32 years, um, it's been a rough patch. I watched sports for fun, but I didn't think you can bet on sports. This is when I was like 12, 11, 13 years old. If I had to pick an age, it would probably be like 11. I didn't know you can bet on sports. That was something that was very interesting to me. Um, Now, obviously, I didn't really have the funds to do it, so I just watch other people how they do it, and I just add. I just spend my own. I just add my own twist to it when I did get older. You know, um, but to me, betting on sports is very easy. I have my little handy dandy notebook. Don't fault me. I watched a lot of Blues Clues when I was young. Um, but yeah, why do you think Americans fail at sports? Like just betting, because you can watch a sport and not really get invested into it, right? Like I see a lot of people watch sports and get really invested into it, but when it comes to gambling and betting on sports, they totally whiff. They totally whiff. They totally whiff. Why? I don't know. But I'm here to help you. So, hold on. Oh no. What did I do? Okay, I'm still alive. I was like, what the heck? So, maybe I did. Oh, I did. Okay, no, no. Damn it. Okay, so obviously I didn't really. Okay, so this is the most recent um tabs I did. And as a sports bettor, you have to keep up with your tabs, which is basically you have to keep up with your bets. Because if you don't keep up with your bets, you're just gonna be betting all over the place, and that's not good. Okay. Um, okay, so step one is to keep track of your tabs. You know, just like how you keep track of your receipts, keep track of your bill, your internet bill, your cable bill, your rent, whatever. You just got to keep tabs on your parlays. And for two, step number two is don't do don't go all the way. It's okay to bet two people, three people at max. For me, I bet two people. Why? Because it's not about, fast money. Like they call it fast money, right? Like people just want to get paid and get this and that quick, right? Not knowing that you don't really have to go all in. You don't really have to go all in because I see a lot of people have four parlays. Underdog. I think you're allowed. Underdog. I believe you're allowed to have 10 parlays, if I'm not mistaken. FanDuel, you're allowed to have I think 6. DraftKings is the same. Um, Prize Picks, you're allowed to have 4. No more than 4 you can have, you know. Um, and you can't pick the same team twice. You can't pick the same player twice. But number one, keep tabs on your bets. Okay, I'm a backtrack. These are the 3 main reasons. This is the 3 ways. No, this is the 3 ways you can bet better. Okay, for one, keep track of your notepad. Keep track of your bets. Okay, even if you lose, you win. You lose, you win. Always keep tabs on your bets. Step number 2, don't overdo it. Don't go over your limit. You know, I see a lot of people be having 4 parlays and then they lose them all. You know, it's okay to start little and then work your way up. For me, when I used to bet, I used to do the same thing. But now that I'm obviously more wiser, I do 2 parlay bets. You know, yeah, it's not, big time money, but it's baby steps. Um, and number 3, weaken the competition. And what I mean by weaken the competition, I mean um, don't go don't go for the best value all the time. Like I know a lot of people see, oh, Giannis, like today, Giannis was playing with Greece, right? I went under. How much did he? I don't want to say how much he finished by. Greece versus. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I think this is it. Like today, Giannis and Luka was playing today, right? Now, obviously, Greece dominated Slovenia, 96 to 80, 96 to 68, right? You would have thought Giannis would have been having a monster game, but y'all forgot Giannis. I don't even think Giannis is in Team USA. Is he? Or maybe he's coming off the bench. I forgot. Giannis had 13 points. Dude had 13 points. I picked the under over Giannis. He scored 13 points. He was supposed to have 33. He scored 13. So that means that he was not even trying. Okay. And then I go back to Luka. Luka finished the game with 21 points. So I went and bet over. I went and bet the under on both of them because I knew that it was not going. Oh Lord, what did I do? It's still on, so hold on. Okay, so it's still on, right? So Luka today played Slovenia versus Greece, right? They both played today, right? Luka finished with 21 points. Giannis finished with 13. They were supposed to go for 30. No, they were both supposed to go 33 apiece. They wind up losing, or they didn't hit their mark. So I won $50. Okay, I won $50. So Mario, Ozania, Jones, Giannis, and Buddy Hill. Buddy Hill had more assists, 10. Giannis finished with less points. Jones finished with less rebounds. And Mario finished with less points. So I was able to cash out $50. I was able to win back $50. Now, for me, I bet usually 2 or 3 parlays. I don't go four. I don't go by four if I'm feeling lucky. If I'm feeling lucky, then um, if I'm feeling lucky, then I'll go for four. But usually you always supposed to go with 3 or 2 parlays. Like I said, I see a lot of people trying to hit the home runs and going for 4 parlays, and none of them don't hit. You know, like that's the reason why I think Americans are failing in the sports aspect. And I'll add another one. I'll add another reason why. The fourth reason: stop being a homer. And a homer, basically, what it is it's a sports fanatic. It's kind of like, your grandpa, 40 years watching the NFL, watching his favorite team. Your uncle, 20 years watching this. Like, they're being fanatics. They're not thinking like a gambler. They're thinking like a fan. You can't be that way. Like, for me, yeah, I was a New York Giants fan, and every time I, saw the Giants, I would pick them, knowing damn well they was never going to hit those parlays. I still picked them, and I'll constantly keep on losing, constantly keep on losing. So you have to think of you have to go out the box and just say, okay, if that's not going to work, that's not going to work. What is it going to work? Okay, what is going to work? Um, you can't be a homer when you're betting. You know, you have to be unbiased when you're betting. Now, it's okay to bet your team. It's okay to bet against your team. It really is, because they have no zero expectations. So Daniel Jones could go out there and throw 2 interceptions, and you pick like 3 other players, and then they all hit, and then you wind up winning 450, right? Or you say, okay, Daniel Jones is going to get sacked. How many times he's going to get sacked? 3, 4, 2, you know? So it's okay to go against your team when you're betting. But when it's just for fun, then okay, you don't go against your team. But if it's betting, you trying to win money, you go against your team, because your team has zero expectations, right? Your team has zero expectations. So number one is keep tabs of your bets. I know I threw some away. I was making more room, because I'd be drawing and shit. Not right drawing, but just writing. So the WNBA is not bad. I would say the WNBA is not bad. They don't really score as much as pertain to the NBA, where the NBA is just like fast-paced scoring. There's not a lot of scoring when it comes to WNBA. Outside of the top stars getting their buckets, like tonight. Oh, not today, not tonight, but today. I watched Fever Indiana versus New York Liberty. By the second quarter, nobody scored over 20 points. I think Caitlin Cart had like 13 points in the second half. But other than that, Stewart didn't show up. Jones didn't show up. Sabrina didn't show up. So, nobody showed up. So, but it was just a slow day in the WNBA. I don't know if New York Liberty had the back-to-back games. They probably did. But yeah, so my keys to victory, simple. Step one, keep tabs of your notes. Okay? Keep tabs of your notes. Week two, no, I said week 2. Step 2, don't be a homer. Be a casual. Be like Clark. Be like one of those people that don't know ish about sports. Or I won't say that. be a person that's not really in tune in sports, because it's all about math at the end of the day. If you know your math, then you're going to win 99% of the time. Whether you go over, you go less, you go more, it doesn't really matter, you know. Um, Actually, it does matter. Um, but yeah, so keep tabs. Don't be a homer. Um, and don't go for the home runs. You know, don't go for four parlay. When you see people go for four parlays, they either don't know sports, they don't understand sports, or they just see their favorite players go off and they expect that that player is going to go off each and every night. Like Luka had 33 the other day. Today he had 21. So I didn't bet on him. You know, I bet on Giannis, obviously, um, but it is what it is. His team blew out Luka's team, and they advance. They are going to be advancing to the next round. Um, But it's all about numbers, man. It's not about how a person performs. It's all about numbers. If you know your math, then you're going to win 99% of the time. And bets are made off of probability, 50-50%. If I have a coin, I flip it, how many times is it going to go on heads? How many times is it going to go on tails? It's probability. That's all sports betting is. At the end of the day, it's probability. You know, that's all it is. If you understand math, you will win 99% of the time. So this coming NFL season, right? Oh, the sports bets, books, sharks. Oh man, they're going to ramp it up. They're going to ramp it up. Barkley rushing over 400 yards, right? Behind that offensive line. Patrick Malone, I mean, not Patrick Lamar. I said Patrick Lamar. Um, Lamar Jackson, being more slimmer, you know, he's probably going to rush for 1,000 yards this year, right? He might have 70, he might have 80 yards week one against the Chiefs, you know. Um, Malik Neighbors, he should get more touches, more touchdowns, you know. So a Doomsday, Marvin Harrison, Josh Allen. So the NFL books or the NFL sharks know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Now to beat the sharks, you just gotta outthink them. That's basically it, you know. And the sharks are the wise. The shark for the people who don't know who sharks are like the wise guys that that lays down the bets. You know, um, they try to get you guessing like, okay, is Patrick Mahomes going to score less touchdowns or more? So let's say Patrick Mahomes, you know, needs two touchdowns. You need two touchdowns from Patrick Mahomes, but he only throw one touchdown, and the rest he just rushes for about 75 yards. So you mean to tell me throughout the whole entire game he only threw one touchdown? All you needed from him was just two touchdowns. He only gave you one, but he ran for 75 yards. But on the flip side, you needed him to rush for 75 yards because you have him rushing, right? So let's say he needs to rush for 45 yards, but he rushes for 70 yards. You win. But you also needed him to throw for two touchdowns. He only threw for one. So you see how it goes? So they kind of nitpick on the picks. Or if not, you could go by kicking. You could you could go for the kicker. How many times kickers miss? Not so much, Um, or you could go for a defensive player. If you think a defensive player that's not going to have a good impact or major impact, you could pick against them. Less sacks, less tackles, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. So I hope this video works. And just bet safe, man. I mean, that's all I have to say is just bet safe. Have fun, bet safe, and because right now, if y'all think I'm lying, I just went to the bank today, right? Because the bank closes like around what, 5? It's the bank closes around here. Because the bank closes around 9. No, the bank closes around 5. It opens from 5 to 9. I mean, oh my God, it opens from 9 to 5. So it's closed right now, but you can still do transactions and all that other stuff. Look how much money I have. Guess how much money this is. It's $40. Actually, yeah, it's 40. Let me see, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So this is $45, right? This is $45. Now, obviously, I did take out $2. This is supposed to be 50 that I won from Prize Picks. This is 40 right here. Well, this is supposed to be 50. But I took out $2. I took out $2 because I saw something on Toomey that I liked. So that's why this is only $45. So this is nothing too much, like these are all ones and two and 220s. 220s. You know what I'm saying? 220s, and just ones, a whole bunch of ones. Oh, this is backwards. So yeah, so like I said, man, it's and I cashed it out today. Well, actually, not cash. Yeah, it went to my bank today. So I just said, you know what, F it. Let me just have $40, $45 in my pocket. So you can get it done. But not this off season, but this goal, my goal is to reach 1,000, uh, 1,000, $1,000. So basically, I have to hit $500 twice. So let's say, okay, so let's say hypothetically, I don't want to write over this. So, okay, I'm not using this page. Okay, so by Prize Picks, and let me pull up Prize Picks for a second, because I'm gonna be on here for a while. I'm not really doing nothing today. I just took like a long ass nap. So let's say damn, 12. Buddy Hield. So yeah, so my picks was Mario, Jones, Giannis, and Sabrina. Because I if you go to my shorts, I kind of nitpicked, not nitpicked, but I kind of switched it last minute, So the picks that you see on my shorts videos, that's not really the picks. I had to switch last minute because I wasn't really feeling the picks that I got. So I switched it last minute and I picked Sabrina. I picked Sabrina. So I got Mario, Jones, Giannis, and then Sabrina. And they all hit. And then I got $50. So basically, Prize Picks is where obviously you can place your bets as well. But Prize Picks have a cool feature. They have the Demon and Goblin. If y'all don't know about the Demon and Goblin, It's basically to supersize or maximize your money, you know. Um, so let's say you have a three-way parlay, right? Let's say you have one, two, and then three. Okay. So let's say you need Hertz. This is just for example. You need Hertz to throw for 2 touchdowns, right? That's the demon, right? I'm just gonna put D for demon. You need Hertz to throw for 2 touchdowns. You need um, Patrick. You need Patrick to you need Patrick to rush for 45 yards. So I'm gonna put 45. I'm gonna put TD right here. I'm gonna put rushing right here. Rushing yards. And then let's say you need neighbors. Let's say you need neighbors to catch. Let's say you need neighbors to catch over 100 yards, right? Okay, so the demon, boom, the demon, boom. Okay, so you got 3 parlays, right? So I'm gonna do it right here. Okay. Um, I'm gonna do baseball. I know y'all can't see it. It sucks, but okay. So I'm gonna try Trey. He has the demon. Uh, I'm gonna try Bobby Witt Jr. and then I'm gonna try. Let's say I'm gonna try. Let me go to soccer. Okay. I don't really mess with soccer like that, but let's say goals. Okay. So let's say Lewis. Okay. So that's 3 parlays, right? So depending on what you put, depending on what you put in the pool, is basically how much money you're putting, how much money you're putting down. You know. So let's say I want to put $5. I will win $67, right? Okay. Okay. I don't want to do 5. I want to do 10. Okay. So with $10, you're putting in $10. So in return, you will win $135. Now, if you do a 4 parlay, right? So let's go to the WNBA, right? Okay, so let's go to uh let's go to Aaliyah Edwards, right? That's 4, right? Because in like I said, in price picks you can only do 4 picks randomly, different sports. I did $10. I throw in $10. In return, I can win $250. If I do $5, I will only win $125, right? So let's say these are all NFL players, right? Let's say I got and I have to pick one more. Let's go with Odell, right? I need Odell to hit. Uh, let's say I need Odell to rush. No, not rush. I need Odell to have 81 catches or something like no. 125. I need Odell to have 125 no 125 yards. So I need Hurts to throw 2 touchdowns. I need Patrick Mahomes to rush for 45 yards. I need Malik Neighbors to catch 171 yards, and I need Odell to have 125 yards. So if I throw in $100, I will win $2,500 if I throw in $100. If I throw in 55, I'll get $1,375. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example. Now, will they pan out? Who knows? You know, who knows? Um, who knows if they'll pan out or not? But this is just an example. You see, I wrote it down just in case y'all don't think I'm, just talking out that. But yeah, Hurts 2 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes, I need you to rush for 45 yards. So you got 2 quarterbacks and 2 receivers. So you need Malik Neighbors to have 175 yards receiving. You need Odell to hit 125 receiving. Now, I can nitpick and say you're not going to win all that much. Okay, let's say, the pool is, let's say you throw down, let's say you throw down $23, right? And I'm going to do the exact same method, right? You throw down $23, right? You're not going to gain much because if you just do it a regular, you're not going to gain much. So, um, let's say I'll pick Bruno. Let's say I pick Darwin. Let's say I pick for Keno. And let's say I pick. Let me see. Oh, Bronny. I forgot Bronny was playing. I saw Bronny was playing today, but I didn't really pick him. Let's say I pick. Let's say I pick Bobby again. You know, so I got Bruno, Darwin. Let me see. I got Bruno. I got Bruno, Darwin, and Fredrisco, and I got Bobby Witt. And then I throw in $23, right? If I throw in $23, I would have won 400. I would have won $747. Now, all I need for them to hit Bruno, he's soccer, Darwin soccer, Francesco soccer, and Bobby Witt Jr. Major League Baseball. So I would need Bobby to hit 3 home runs, right? Hits and runs, RBIs. Okay. I would need Frandenko. I would need for I would need Frandenko to score 1 target with 0.5. So all he needs to do is just hit one. I would need Darwin Nunez. I would need Darwin Nunez in soccer to hit 1 goal. I would need Bruno to hit 1.5, 1.5 shots, which is basically 2. I would need him to score at least 2. Because if you see 0.5, that means all you got to do is just hit 1. But if you see 1.5, that means you have to round it up, and it's basically, you know, uh, it's basically 2 instead of 1. And then you got the demons and goblins, which is basically the demons are the ones that the demons are the demons are the richest prize. No, yeah, the goblins are more of a safe bet. If you just want to play it safe, that's good. But the demons, they maximize your. If you pick all demons, they maximize your money. So if I picked all goblins, I would have probably won like 245. You know, but picking the demon, and you pick 4, then you'll win a lot. It depends on how much you put in, though. If you put in a little bit, you'll win. You know, But it depends on how much you put in, you know. Another one, basketball, picking a 3 parlay, 4 parlay. So again, you might have okay, so let's say you want to do a 3 parlay, right? Number one, okay, so let's say James Harden, right? James Harden, he has to hit 2 threes, right? Okay, boom. Damian Lillard, right? Dame time, right? Dame time, right? He has to hit 2 threes, right? And then Luka, you just need Luka to not Luka. I'm thinking about somebody else. Okay, Josh Hart. You need Josh Hart to rebound, right? Let's say he needs 11 rebounds and he gets 12. So James Harden shoots 2 threes. Okay, he got that. Damian Lillard shoots 2 threes. Okay, he got that. Josh Hart. Josh Hart needs 11, but he only gives you 10. You already fucked up. You already fucked up. You should have just went. And again, this is just an example, right? If James Harden could give you 2 threes, Damian Lillard 2 threes, no brainer. You could have kept the cycle going, right? 2 threes, 2 threes. Luka, 2 threes. Brunson, 2 threes. With just 3 parlays and you put in $55, you would have won probably in the thousands, you know, because I just did it with the WNBA. Now, obviously, the WNBA doesn't do demons and goblins like that. Soccer and baseball, yes, but in the women's basketball, no. Men's basketball, yes, but they don't do demons and goblins in the WNBA. So James Harden hitting 2 threes, okay. Damian Lillard hitting 2 threes, okay. Jalen Brunson hitting 2 threes, you would have won a lot of money. But since you went with Josh Hart, thinking that, okay, he's pretty good at rebounding, but he only gave you 10. He only gave you 10. And Price Picks have it to where, I mean, before they shut it down, because I remember last month or the year before, they shut it down. Before they shut it down, because, of, misinformation or whatever, Price Picks had it to where you could only win 2 out of 3. So let's say one person hit, one person missed, and all of my picks hit. I would have still got $10 or $5 back. They don't do that no more. You know what Prize Picks does now? Prize Picks have it to where you're in a group pool. So that means that you have to win all your bets. You can't win one, you can't miss one, and all 3 of your bets hit. You have to obviously hit them all, which sucks. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, before they had it to where, okay, let's say you miss one, right? And then all of them hit. Let's say you have 4 and then just one missed, and then you still got 3. You would have won at least $5 or $10 back, right? Probably $5 back. But they don't have that no more. They don't have that option no more. They have it to where you in a group pool. So that means that all of your picks have to hit. All of your picks have to hit, which sucks. But that's just the way they have it. So if you have Prize Picks, you know what I'm talking about. And shout out to Prize Picks. like I really do want to have a sponsor, you know, and I looked it up and small YouTubers like myself, they can have sponsorships. You just have to pitch out your best video to them and hopefully they'll reach out to you and, you know, like, you know, because I've been on YouTube very, very long time. So now I don't know. Um, maybe I'll probably tag them. I don't know. Uh, because I need a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? It's better to have a sponsor. Like I'm not gonna get paid from them, you know. It's just a sponsorship. Because I always wanted as being, I always wanted to be sponsored by somebody when I started my own YouTube channel. Um, so hopefully, one day, I'll be sponsored by them. Um, but again, I'm gonna have to throw a pitch to them, you know, like saying why do I want to, you know, join and you know, like and hopefully they'll reach out to me. It'll probably be like a 20-minute video, nothing less, nothing more. Um, but for the people who really tuned in, thank y'all. And I hope this method and lesson worked. Um, and yeah, power to the players. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.